Factor follow-up segment tonight. The saga of Iggy the dog and Ellen Degeneres has somehow captured the nation's attention. In a nutshell, the comedian adopted Iggy, but he scared her cat, so she gave him away to her hairdresser and her 2 daughters, violating the adoption contract.
I just want the family to have the dog. It's not their fault. It's my fault.
Now, in addition to that display, Ellen's representatives contacted the dog agency.
We're filing a legal case against you. We're going to be contacting the media. This is not going to be good for your store or your organization.
Joining us now from Los Angeles, Keith Fink, the attorney for Mutts and Moms, the adoption agency involved. All right, so where is the dog now? Where is Iggy now?
The dog is with the new owner, and he's doing fine.
Now, when you say it's with a new owner, you move the dog pretty quickly out of one situation into the next. Is that the way it usually goes? What I'm trying to say is you didn't do this any differently than you would have done it for any other dog?
It's done just the same as any other dog. They have adoption procedures. People fill out an application, and if they qualify to receive the dog, they get the dog, and that's what happened here.
Your clients are being portrayed as heartless. That, yeah, you're right legally, there's no question. She violated the contract. You had a perfect right to do it. But if you took the dog away from 11 and 12-year-old and quickly funneled it over to another home without trying to work it out, it might be perceived as being heartless. See what I'm talking about?
It's kind of humorous that you say that, Bill. I have 2 responses. The person that's heartless is Ellen Degeneres. She attempted to destroy, and at this moment she has destroyed 2 women who have dedicated their lives to protecting and caring for animals. If you're talking about my clients being heartless because all they wanted to do was protect the animal, I don't understand that.
I try to work that out. I try to say, okay, we'll file adoption papers from this. We'll put in that Mr. Degeneres did a wrong thing, but for the good of the dog and the children, we'll try to make it happen. You see what I mean?
Yes, that's what we did do, and that's not what Ellen says on her television show. We did offer this family the ability to come in and fill out adoption papers, but Ellen Degeneres wants it Ellen Degeneres' way. She refused, and the family refused to come in and fill out the adoption papers. What Ellen should have done when she was discarding the dog is call us and say, look, I don't want the dog anymore. I met this loving family. They have 2 great kids. Will you consider the family? Of course we would have.
Okay, that the family, the hairdresser, Ellen's friend, wouldn't come in and fill out the paperwork to get Iggy. You're saying that flat out. They would not do it.
Flat out, and I have the emails.
Okay. Now, why wouldn't they do it if the young girls wanted the dog? Well, why wouldn't they fill it out?
I've been in California my whole life. I love this state, but unfortunately we have a segment here I call the Hollywood culture. And I put Ellen Degeneres, as it relates to this incident, in that culture because Ellen Degeneres, she is powerful. She is wealthy. She has a phalanx of lawyers. And Ellen Degeneres is going to do it her way. Well, it underscores an arrogance. And let me just point out the facts for your viewers. So the facts of this orchestrated attempt by Ellen Degeneres, when my client came down to pick up the dog, sitting on the couch in this woman's house happened to be a TV station with the video footage that you showed to your people. You then played the clip, which she had her PR spokesman call my client and threaten a lawsuit and then a media barrage. Followed by that was a text message, we're going to sue you tomorrow. On the heels of that, Mike Yorn, her lawyer, called, threatening her with legal action if she didn't get the dog back. You're right, it is dopey.
Yeah, there are people who believe that Ellen Degeneres did this for ratings. I don't happen to believe it. She looks like she's sincere. What do you think?
Oh, I believe she did it twofold, as I say, 1 because of brash arrogance and 2 for her own aggrandizement. Look, this is a non-issue. Perhaps O.J. Simpson is an issue. Iran and Iraq this is a non-issue. There was no reason for her to go on her television show to talk about this incident, and she's milked this with a distorted view of what happened.